It was a balmy summer evening in Los Angeles, and the streets of Santa Monica buzzed with life. Tourists and locals strolled along the promenade, enjoying the vibrant atmosphere of street performers, food vendors, and eclectic shops. Beyoncé, dressed casually in ripped jeans, a loose white blouse, and oversized sunglasses, had decided to venture out unnoticed. It wasn't often she could enjoy a stroll without the chaos of cameras and fans. As she wandered through the lively crowd, a sudden burst of music caught her attention. The rhythmic thump of bass, accompanied by the sharp claps of a crowd, drew her toward the source. Turning a corner, she found herself in front of a group of street dancers performing a mind-blowing routine. The leader of the group, a young man with dreadlocks tied back in a ponytail, stood out. His energy was electric, and his moves flowed like water, effortless yet powerful. Beyoncé leaned against a nearby lamppost, her sunglasses sliding slightly down her nose as she watched intently. The dancer, who introduced himself as Malik between routines, had a charisma that demanded attention. Every spin, every pop and lock was perfectly timed with the beat. The crowd roared as he pulled off a gravity-defying backflip and landed seamlessly into a wave motion that rippled through his body. After the performance, Malik passed around a hat, thanking the cheering audience as they tossed in bills and coins. Beyoncé, intrigued, made her way forward. She pulled off her sunglasses and dropped a crisp $100 bill into the hat. "That was incredible," she said, her voice cutting through the din. Malik looked up, startled to see one of the most famous women in the world standing before him. "Wait, are you?" Malik started, his eyes widening. "Yeah, but let's skip that part," Beyoncé said with a wink. "You've got serious talent. Have you ever thought about taking this to a bigger stage?" Malik laughed nervously, running a hand through his hair. "I mean, yeah, but it's not exactly easy. Gigs don't just fall from the sky, you know?" "True," Beyoncé replied, "but sometimes the right person notices at the right time." She handed him her business card. "Come by my team's studio tomorrow at noon. Let's see what you've got when you're not dancing on concrete." Malik stared at the card in disbelief, his friends gathering around to sneak a peek. "Are you serious?" he asked. "Dead serious," Beyoncé said, flashing a smile before disappearing into the crowd. That night, Malik barely slept. His mind raced with possibilities, fears, and excitement. Could this be real? By morning, he was ready, adrenaline pumping as he practiced one last time before heading to the address on the card. The next day, he arrived at the studio, a modern space filled with mirrored walls and a polished wooden floor. Beyoncé was already there, sitting cross-legged on the floor with her choreographer, Marcus. "Right on time," she said, as Malik walked in, looking both nervous and exhilarated. "All right, Malik," Marcus said, standing up. "Show us what you've got. No pressure, just dance like you did last night." The music started, and Malik let go of his nerves. He threw himself into the routine, his body moving with precision and passion. Beyoncé and Marcus exchanged impressed glances as Malik ended his performance with a dramatic freeze. "You're a natural," Marcus said, clapping. Beyoncé nodded. "You've got raw talent, Malik. But talent isn't enough. It takes hard work, discipline, and a lot of grind. Are you ready for that?" "Absolutely," Malik said without hesitation. Over the next few weeks, Malik trained at the studio every day. Beyoncé's team helped him refine his technique, teaching him how to adapt his street style to larger stages. Malik worked harder than ever, soaking up every piece of advice. Beyoncé occasionally dropped by to check on his progress, offering encouragement and the occasional playful critique. One afternoon, after an intense practice session, Beyoncé pulled Malik aside. "I've got a proposal," she said. "How would you feel about performing with me at my upcoming concert in New York?" Malik's jaw dropped. "Are you kidding me? I'd feel amazing." "Good," Beyoncé said, "because you've earned it. You'll have a solo moment during the show, so be ready to shine." When the big day arrived, Malik stood backstage at Madison Square Garden, his heart pounding. The roar of the crowd was deafening, and the energy was electric. Beyoncé placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "You've got this," she said. "Go out there and show them who you are." As the spotlight hit him, Malik stepped onto the stage, his nerves melting away as the music began. The crowd erupted as he delivered a performance that was both exhilarating and emotionally charged. His solo moment brought the house down, earning him a standing ovation. After the concert, Malik was flooded with offers from agents, producers, and brands wanting to collaborate. Beyoncé watched from the side, a proud smile on her face. "Told you," she said as he approached her. "Right person, right time." "I don't know how to thank you," Malik said, his voice filled with gratitude. "Just pay it forward," Beyoncé replied. "When you see someone else with potential, lift them up." Malik's life changed overnight. He went from performing on street corners to headlining major events, but he never forgot his roots. He often returned to Santa Monica, surprising street performers and encouraging them to dream big. For Beyoncé, helping Malik wasn't just about giving back, it was about keeping the spirit of art and passion alive. And for Malik, it was the start of a journey he had only dared to imagine, one filled with music, movement, and endless possibilities.